And
Yeah,
also on that note, did you ever have to, because you mentioned that you had to kind of, it was kind of grassroots. Did you ever have to go all natural sometimes?
a lot. Gosh, dude, probably more than half of the film we're using practical. Because it's at nighttime, right? So there's not a lot of natural lighting.
Sure.
There's practical, right? So we used a lot of LED tubes, like
Really?
yeah, Asteras, that sort of a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we used probably, I think we had 6 or 8 of those, and that was probably what we lit almost the entire movie with.
That's
Bangkok
awesome.
has that feel though, right? Like it's very like there's a lot of neon and
There's
dark
a lot.
alleyways,
Yeah.
and so it kind of like goes with that, and that was also the tone of the city that we were after. So
Okay.
the LEDs worked a lot, and if there wasn't, you know, if we didn't have enough, we would try. We're always trying to figure out how the best. So not only like what's the best way to tell the story with the camera moves, but the best place to do it, right? The best spot to perform to have the action perform in, right? And that can be there's a lot of things that go into directing that, and that is camera movement, where we place the lights that we have. If we don't have lights, if there's practical lights there, let's see what the practical lights look like already. So there's a lot of consideration and thought process. It's not just like a you do it this way every single time. So especially on a film like this, right? Like we didn't have the budget to be able to say, okay, we're going to recreate the lighting on every setup. So we were going in to, and even back when we were writing the script, right? When Nico was writing the script, he had locations in mind where he knew automatically. It's just, he doesn't have to think about it, man. It's in his brain already. I know the lighting works in this way there, so I can tell this sort of story and mood there. And so the whole movie, like you said, playing your strengths, right? Like the whole movie was done this way. And so when we're shooting on the streets, we a lot of times we just didn't have light. We knew where we could find pockets of light, or this scene looked cool that way, so it was great. So like, let's have them step into the darkness and then back into the light, right? So like, it helps motivate what we're trying to portray in the scene.
Sure.
Yeah, so I think that we definitely played into that as much as we can. As far as like actual lighting that we had a few tubes. I think we had like a couple M18s, no big lights.